the midterm season and Worlds was also last night. So
yes,
somebody, well, we say midterm season, but I've gone and graduated. But you know, for everybody else, yeah, midterm season. But we actually did a Palutena this time around. Maybe Sphinx. Well, Sphinx probably thinks this is an easy match. My ears are bleeding. What is this? How many more times am I going to hear auto-reticle? Auto-reticle. Oh my.
But to be honest, I don't know what Schu can do against just auto-reticle. King Dedede is not fast enough with his character to get around it. And even if he tries to throw out his projectile, the auto-reticle actually just beats it. And as we saw earlier with the inhale attempt, it just spits it straight to the floor. So
I'm not saying what he's doing is incorrect. It is just a little much.
we see a little bit of an opening.
Yeah, but then here, the Sphinx, you just turn around, do his own, you get a nice trade, and then it's back to auto-reticle. Yeah, unfortunately. Yeah, that's exactly what I'm thinking. Like, like, Wolf could have easily done this. Like, Wolf could have beat him out as well. However, because Sphinx wants to keep Schu at the ledge, essentially, or like, not at ledge, but as far away as possible, and you can't really camp with Wolf, kind of. So that's why he's chosen Palu for like an easier time. I think he also goes Palu against Luigi as well.
Really?
Yeah, because with Luigi, you also kind of want to keep it arms length, because the second they get close, they can kind of do something like massive. So I know he goes Palu against Luigi, because that matchup is absolutely terrible for Luigi. Like, it is not fun in any way, shape, or form. The auto-reticle, the nairs, the nair, fair. Luigi's airspeed so bad, down throw bear will always hit no matter which way you DI, because it is just extremely poor like that. I mean, yeah, he has Tornado, but can't really get off of that. But focusing on this match, you blink and you miss it. Like,
Yeah.
it's already on the last stock for Schu over here.
And as we talked about a little bit before the match, while we did assume that Sphinx would play Wolf, the same thing still applies, where it's really easy to combo King Dedede because of that really slow air dodge. And he's just floaty enough and just big enough to kind of get blendered up in the nairs.
Yeah, he gets caught in the blender a little bit. But we do at least see Schu finally coming out with a stock. He sort of got one with a nice back air, nice clean back air, but he's got a lot of ground to make up. The percents are also about to overlap too between them, and they've overlapped. This is looking very unfavorable for Schu at this moment.
He's able to get back to center stage.
Excuse me again. He's able to get back, but I feel as though Sphinx over here is just saying, you know what, you can have center stage and you can play with it. I don't need that. I'm up. I feel very comfortable with my position. I don't need this position. And as we can see, he is still just kind of running away with this one. Yeah, she's getting a couple of spare hits here and there, but Sphinx is just kind of running away with this one.
Oh,
very unfortunate. Hey, at least he went on his own terms.
That is true.
He didn't want to be. Leaving on his own terms is probably better, especially probably in that case.
I do like Schu's DI on the down tilt though. If this match still keeps going, that is going to be very important, especially on the 2-frame, to avoid getting back aired and dying at around 100.
Yeah, so Dedede is one of those characters that you can just DI away and it works. And I was talking with Sphinx about this earlier. It works on most of the cast, but as I was mentioning earlier, Luigi doesn't work on. It doesn't work on Yoshi either.
Really?
Yoshi can't DI away from Palu down throw back air, even if you're just holding full away. Like even before he throws you down, even if you're holding full away. I think he was saying like maybe it's the weight that's an issue, but you're still going to get hit by it,
Yeah.
unfortunately, even though Yoshi has a very good airspeed. But here we go, start of game 2. And at least it's not an auto-reticle start. We actually see a little bit more melee scraps from Sphinx to the point that he's already at 105 in the first 20 seconds of the game.
It's just so hard to breathe as King Dedede in this matchup.
Palutena is a very sort of oppressing character with a couple like character archetypes, I guess, and like so like heavyweight struggle. I would say the grappler struggle. Would I say anybody with a sword struggles? Not really, but I guess it kind of depends.
Yeah, I think it depends. I do think the ability to outrange Palutena is definitely a benefit of having a huge sword.
Yeah, but yeah, Schu over here is having to try and figure out how to adapt to this situation here. Took a stock kind of early to the point where Sphinx pretty much had a full stock, like the percents were very low, so now Schu's gonna have to work hard to try and see what he can salvage from this. He seems like he's doing fine with the salvage so far. Tried to get for a dash attack and a quick kill, but Sphinx knows better than that. He knows not to get hit by it.
Yeah, sadly that up smash out of shield is not fast enough as King Dedede to be able to punish.
I feel like in that situation, maybe he was getting greedy for a kill, but I feel like he could have done up tilt. And while it might not have killed, at least would have been up in the air and like potential to juggle for it. But again, what do I know? I am the commentator, I am not the player.
Yes, that is very true.
Yeah. Also, something we forgot to mention is we can essentially say this is just varsity practice, isn't it? These are both players on the varsity team. So, who knows? But we do see there's that up tilt I was talking about, so maybe that's why he didn't do it earlier, but
yeah, maybe he was saving it for the right moment. But here we see the
that is not good.
Sadly, even if missing the ledge.
Yeah, even if Sphinx didn't grab him, I think Dedede would have had that 3-second long animation of him tumbling since he disembarked like so close to the floor. Also, I said Jet Hammer would hit under ledge. I'm surprised he hasn't tried, maybe even for like a quick tap when Gordo was like right there.
Maybe he's just scared of Sphinx dropping off and actually avoiding the Jet Hammer. And then hitting back the Gordo, but
yeah, but I feel like, at least from my perspective, while it is a very valid thing to get scared of, he is down. This is his last stock of the game, and he is hurting pretty bad. Like, I know I say one hand, oh, it seems like a desperate attempt, and on the other hand, I'm saying stuff like this, but I'm just saying from kind of like a logistical standpoint, just to see what kind of option he kind of baits out, and then the next time he can try and do it and follow up with it. But Sphinx isn't the type of player to get hit by that, and we can see he just kind of dominated that game with only one stock on.
Yeah. And I don't want to count Schu out or anything, but it's looking a little unfortunate for the Dedede.
Excuse me, I'm so tired, apparently. Even though the clock switched back to 1 hour, apparently I still didn't sleep well. Yeah, I mean, this is our #1 seed of the bracket.
Yes,
and this is our #1 seed of the bracket, and I would say like our top player on the varsity team, if I'm not mistaken.
Yes, I believe so. We have a lot of fresh talent this year, but
there is a lot of fresh talent this year, but at least I would say, because who is on the varsity team? It is Schu, Sphinx, is it Merc?
Mercs, yep.
And Soul Assassin, or is he on JV?
I think Soul Assassin is on JV, if I'm not mistaken.
Because I know Vivir is on JV,
Yeah.
but regardless, I would. Sphinx, he comes out pretty much every week, and he just shows up and he kind of dominates the scene.
Yes.
So, at least in terms of here, yeah, I think he's just read Schu like a book.
Yeah.
Schu's just trying his heart out, and he can't get anything. He's just trying to get a couple stray hits. He's just trying to get a couple of attempts in, but he just can't, and it's just rough.
Yeah.
All right, kids, the lesson is if you're gonna play this game, please pick up a good character. I say this, but Schu is extremely talented with BBB, and I respect the grind he gets to this point. But unfortunately, there are some matchups like this that just make it kind of unbearable at times, I feel.
Especially when we get past what I would honestly consider mid-level play and getting into the upper echelon of play. Character choice does start mattering a bit more.
Yeah, once you start... Ooh, nice reflect, but also nice throwback by Schu. Almost breaking his shield too. But yeah, as I was saying, once you kind of advance, even in mid play is when you start thinking, oh wait, this character is actually just better in this, and like you start picking up different characters. But you also have, I think the transition kind of between mid and high really heavily matters on like your character choice kind of.
Yeah. And we see Sphinx using the up B to actually get past Schu's ledge trapping.
Yeah, not very nice. Also, I want to rephrase what I just said. The barrier between mid and high, while yes, some of it probably depends on character choice as well, because we've seen there's like very talented people with the like Dedede or Ganon or etc. I would say also mid to high transition is not only character choice, but also basically how much time and like functions and styles do you know of the character or of the game itself to work in your favor, kind of. And Schu, as we saw, he did use his jet hammer finally, and he was able to actually secure a kill off there, as I was saying earlier.
Yeah, he calling out Sphinx's roll off the ledge with the jet hammer, and that will definitely kill, especially since it was charged a little bit.
Very clean. Stall to loser semis, alright. Alright, well, enjoy this match because this is going...
The last one for...
last one for a bit.
Yeah.
We will... but we'll get to that later. Let's just... Unfortunately, it seems like this match is ending very, very soon. Yeah. The last...
Yeah, the Gordo signing
his death wish. And 3-0. As expected. Very clean, very clean.